Filthy. Nasty.
Nasty. Yeah.
Too dirty to clean my afters.
Tomorrow throwing his body in, it's gonna...
Zlatan, I salute you. Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Ugly. This is a unique show. There is no show like this on YouTube. You know why? Because Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Glenn Murray are in the same room.
Yes.
If you are new to the James Lawrence Allcott channel, hit that subscribe button. Enough of that. Let's get into that filthy bastard that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. What? No, he hasn't. You filthy little bastard. Said the world of football when Zlatan Ibrahimovic made his debut for LAFC. The good this week, it has to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic. What a debut. The guy makes the move to America. Some people thinking he should have stuck it out at Man United, but he's gone for some money and some glamour. And why not? Because he's done it again. What a debut record he's got now. He has now scored in his Champions League debut, Serie A debut, Premier League debut, La Liga debut. He scored on his debut in Ligue 1 and MLS debut. And not only that, it was the greatest debut that we've probably seen for years and years. In a derby match, he comes off the bench and does this.
It's going to fall for Ibrahimovic! Oh, come on!
Naughty little bastard! Naughty big bastard!
Oh, come on!
Who's thinking of doing that? So he's come off the bench and he scored a 40-yard volley. That's nice. A perfect little headline that you can chuck on Twitter. And that's one tweet out there. Retweets Phil. Everyone jumping on it. I get it. That's fine. But he wasn't done yet. You should have waited, shouldn't you? Because it was 3-1 when he came on. He only hangs around to the last few minutes. Thank you for doing that, Zlatan. That's good of him. He doesn't need to be doing that. He's done his piece. He could have walked off into the sunset. And he scored another beautiful debut goal. And more than beautiful, it was disgusting. It was filthy. It was sickening. Like in a good way. Then he scores the winner. He scores the winner in a derby game. He scores the winner in a derby game where they've been 3-1 down. He scores the winner in a derby game when he scored the equaliser when he's come on for 7 minutes. This guy. If you don't like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, you do not like football, in my opinion. He is one of the last few superheroes that we are allowed to have in football, because what he does, he is hyped. He is hyped to the hilt. And again and again and again, he delivers something bizarre, spectacular, miraculous. He does that time and again. And he does it in a world where we're waiting with bated breath to watch him slip up. But he says things, he makes calls, and he delivers time and again. Okay, we're in MLS now, that's fine. Okay, that is a drop in standard, but he's going to dominate again. Is he a superhero? It's difficult to figure it out. But what I do love is the fact that he goes for it. This is what he said after the game. I heard the crowd chanting, Zlatan. Zlatan, we want Zlatan. So I gave him Zlatan. Don't know what superhero talks like that. He's also got that lovely little bit of arrogance that you want to see in your heroes in football these days, in those comic book footballing heroes. It's not easy, because I can imagine LAFC now winning 3-0 and losing 4-3. It's not easy. But if they had Zlatan, it would be the opposite. Bottom line is, if you enjoy football, you enjoy characters in football. There are less and less characters in football, and there are even less and less characters that are people that lift you up, that take you to the next level, that make you go, wow. Most of them are detrimental to the game. They're clickbait footballers that let you down. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic, time and again, brings the goods. How many goals is he going to score in MLS this season? I don't know enough about that league, but if you are an American football fan, then let me know in the comments below, what are you expecting from the big man this year? On to the bad now, and it's not a nice moment for me. I don't really want to do this. I feel compelled to do it, but I don't want to do it. We're going to talk about Glenn Murray, because and look, yeah, this is me being childish. Yeah, I know I look like a child. Sometimes I act like a child, and that's my prerogative, because this is my channel, and I'll talk about what I want. But Glenn Murray, when you miss a penalty, I'm going to jump all over it, son, because you are one of the players that I just cannot enjoy. I don't like you, never have done, and there are players like this that are littered across the leagues, in every league in world football, that they just get the job done. They're ugly, they're nasty, they win fouls for no reason. They are everything you can get annoyed at as an opposing fan, and Glenn Murray is just one of the staple of forwards that I've had to endure in my life. So I'm going to go on a little rant about it and enjoy and bask in the glory of Glenn Murray missing a penalty. He scored loads of goals this year. He's had a great season. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. He's muggy. Like Grant Holt was muggy. Yes, Jack Reeve from Talk Norwich City. Grant Holt is a minging little man with a gap in his tooth and just looks kind of fat and shouldn't be playing football. Jeff Horsfield, Adi Akinbaye, Chris Martin, you're one as well. And people out there, you're going to want to vent, and I'm happy for you to vent. So do that in the comments below of this video. They would have gone 1-0 up. That could have been the 3 points that was going to get them to that magical 37-point mark, which probably would keep them in the league. And if they go down, Brighton and Hove fans, don't ever go at me. Don't go, oh, you were jumping on him when he missed a penalty. No, this is his problem. Go to Glenn Murray. First of all, tell him he should have shaved his head a long time ago, because that look on Saturday was not working, and the look before that was a bit Steve McLaren if you ask me. And go and talk to him and say, why did you miss that penalty in that game that we should have won against Leicester City at home? Okay? So it's not my fault. He's muggy, and I don't like, look, I'm not painting myself out in the best light here, I get that. But he's annoying. Let me know who that annoying player is that you've had to endure, probably score goals against your team on numerous occasions, in the comments below, and we'll talk about how muggy they are. I'm saying the word muggy, he's making me say that. That's why he's bad. On to the ugly, and again there are quite a few options. You've got Manchester United, it's looking ugly for them. Man City are going to win the league, quite possibly beating the great Man United at home. I don't know if it's even better at home or better away, because you're going to have so many Man City fans there, loving every second of it. Man United fans, it's always a big thing for me that you stay to the end of the game. Are you going to be able to do that if you're 3-0 down against Manchester City at the Etihad next week, as they're about to win the league? Let me know in the comments below. Could have gone for Chelsea. 28 years since they lost against Spurs in the top flight. Those two really do hate each other now, and Spurs are starting to get the upper hand. And this Chelsea side, it looks weak. It looks like a Europa League side when you look at the other teams in the league. Spurs are miles ahead. Liverpool are miles ahead. Manchester United are miles ahead. I did a video with Rory, and he made a really good point about the spine of the team. This is not the side that we saw last year. Kante looks lonely out there as one of the key players for them. Hazard as well. And then you've got Christensen, who doesn't have that physicality yet to truly dominate. You've got Fabregas, same thing in a different style, doesn't have the stamina. Whereas last year you had such strength in Kante and Matic. And the signings that have come in, they just haven't worked. Bakayoko, Morata, it's not gone to plan. I could talk about Chelsea's plight and the tactical side of it for ages, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about something that's much bigger than a game of football, than a 28-year run of not losing at Stamford Bridge. And I want to talk about one of my first heroes, Ray Wilkins. We found out this week that he had a heart attack and is in a critical condition. And as I do this video right now, he is still in that critical condition. Chelsea's youngest ever captain at 16. Queen's Park Rangers, one of our oldest ever captains, and someone who means a hell of a lot to me, and someone who I haven't been able to meet yet in my career. There's a few moments in my career in TV. When I was a runner, I found out the week after I was leaving at Sports Channel that Ray Wilkins was going to be in the building doing an interview. I'd met a load of different footballers and ex-footballers during that time, and I was gutted that I hadn't met Ray Wilkins. The reason I was gutted at that moment in time was because Ray Wilkins was my first hero in football. And that's hard to believe because he's an older guy. But at QPR, he had a renaissance in his career. And I became a football fan in 1992-93, in a season where QPR finished 5th, and Ray Wilkins was the captain of that side. And one of the first videos I got as a kid was that season, the 92-93 season. And along with the games, there were these moments where they would chat to Ray Wilkins and they would chat to Les Ferdinand, and they would talk about how he was having such a good season that at the age of 36, he was being linked with being back in the England team. So on the pitch, he was an incredible player. Had great vision, great passer of the ball, but it was off the pitch that I seemed to see that kind of connection, and it was the first example for me of what a captain should be like. Because in these videos, Les Ferdinand, Trevor Sinclair, all these guys would talk about Ray in such glowing terms, and in the essence of being a captain, of what a captain should be, someone who's positive, someone who leads by example, someone who sets the tone for the rest of the team, someone who sets standards off the pitch as well. And it seemed as though Ray Wilkins was exactly that. He was a captain at every club he was pretty much at, and he is someone who, without meeting him, I have seen time and again that he seems to be an utter gentleman. That is what he's about. And he's about positivity, about loving the game of football. He kept playing till he was 40 odd, and for him to be in a critical condition right now, it is really, really ugly stuff. And I truly, truly hope that I do get to meet Ray Wilkins one day, that I get to have an interview with him, that I get to talk to him about that 92-93 season, because it's incredible the kind of impact that someone that you can never meet can have in your life. My hopes and my thoughts and everything is with Ray Wilkins and his family right now. I really hope to see him back doing his punditry again and living a good, healthy, happy life. So Ray, thinking of you, mate.